It's been a while since I filmed one of these videos, so today I'm going to show y'all how to thread a serger. Now for the sake of this video, I went ahead and I labeled it off so it's a little bit easier to follow along with. And make sure that when you begin this process that the machine is off and that this part of the machine is down, because that's where you need to thread at. Now this top part right here where the thread is, I would suggest using 4 different threads just because it makes it so much easier to see where you messed up at. The machine itself comes with a bag of tools like this. You won't need them all at the first time you use it, but these parts, they come in the bag and you're going to want to put those on and put the thread on top of it. I guess it helps to keep it in place a little bit better. But that's the basic function of how to do that. That's the very first part. That no other, I didn't see any other tutorial say that, but you have like put these on to make it stick a little bit better. And then of course, like I said, make sure it's 4 different colors to make it easier. This pole guide right here is where you're going to take the string and you're going to loop it over. Okay, now for this part, you're going to take the string. You're going to put it through the top hole right here. Then from the back, you're going to bring the string over, bring it down, and just leave it and let it hang for right now. And then you're just going to do the same thing for all of them. These are already still pre-threaded, but just so you know, that is how it is put on. You just loop it through the hole, and you bring it through from the back. And once the strings are looped through and hanging over the machine as such, you're going to take the string and you're going to pull it through these loops like the first one is. So you just take the string and put it through the loop. I'm looking at the camera and trying to record at the same time, so yeah. You just pull it through the loops just like that. For all of them, it's the same process. I would say the very beginning is probably the simplest part. Before you actually go through and thread your machine, I would suggest to put your machine all on 0, to put the tension on 0. Just because. Then you're going to take the string from the very top, you're going to bring it down, and you're going to follow the guidelines shown to you. Before you do that, make sure, I keep forgetting to add in certain parts, but before you do that, there's another part on this side of the machine that you have to get to, and to get to that, you come over here, and there's this knob right here. With this knob, there's like a line on it. You see that line? Make sure the lines line up with this, and that basically lifts the needle over here to the perfect positioning, so that when you come over here, there's this little lever and you pull that over. You need this to be out to do this part. Now, you take the string, you put it on this hook, go over, follow the lines, and as the directions say, you put this, you see the dots right here, the blue and the green dot, you're going to put this string underneath both. So it will go underneath just like that. And then follow it along, put it behind that, put it over this hook, and then you're going to loop it through that small metal hook on the side right there. Don't move on my machine, I need to clean it real quick. But for the sake of this video, make sure that you put the string through this metal part right here. And then once you have it hooked to this metal piece right here, you see that small hole right there, you're going to take the string and you're going to put it through this hole. Now you are giving tweezers to pull it through all the way, so I would suggest also using that to make it much easier. Halfway through. The tweezers make things so much easier. Take the tweezers and you pull it through. Like you're stuck on something, but that's fine. Just pull it through like that. And then this piece of string, as the directions say, you put it behind this little lever right here. Yeah, there you go. You put it behind the lever and then you just place it in the back of the machine. I know the way I'm doing it right now, it's a little shaky, but yeah, it's supposed to go behind this lever. I don't know why I did like that, but sorry I had to get off camera to do it because it is hard to hold the phone and do it at the same time. But yes, this is what it should look like. And once it's threaded and put through, you just take that string and you put it behind the machine. Not behind the machine, but behind this pressure foot right here so that it's not in the way. This next part is pretty much the same thing. You take the string, you follow it along, pull it down, and as the directions say, you hook it onto this right here. And then instead of going underneath like you did for the last one, you're actually going to go in between for this one. And then you bring it up and you hook it over this one right here. Now for this one, you're going to feed the string through that small hole right here. And I'm probably gonna get off camera to do this one. Nope, it went through on my first try. I got lucky. Okay, and once you feed it through that that small string, you use the tweezers. Let me zoom out. You use the tweezers, and I'm doing this from the back. You're gonna use the tweezers and pull it on through. Ooh, I hope y'all understand this tutorial because I'm doing it to the best of my abilities. And then you just pull it to the back like that. What I actually do is like for that piece that's hanging up right there, I always just tuck it underneath this small metal piece in the back of the presser foot just so it's out of the way. Okay, now for this next part, you're gonna take this string and you're gonna bring it down, and instead of bringing it all the way down, you're gonna put it underneath this metal part right here. Bringing it all the way over, get this out the way. You're gonna bring it all the way over and follow the directions that's right here because they're supposed to go on two different sides. Now this side, I'm gonna say that's the color like a light pink. You're gonna keep this on the right side of the machine, and there's like this little metal thing right there. Keep it on the right side of that. Bring it down. Put it underneath this. Bring it down, and then you're gonna feed. See if I can do it with my hand. You're gonna feed the string through it. Oh, I actually did it with one hand. Look at that. You're gonna put the string through it, and then using the tweezers once again, you're gonna pull it through. You're gonna leave it in the back of the presser foot. Try not to, if it gets caught on anything over here, just take it off and pull it through, and that's how it should go. And then for the very last one, it's the same thing, except you don't put it underneath this piece. You just bring it all down, pull it over, up, over. Only difference is this is on the left side. Keep it on the left side. Bring it down, put it underneath, then boom, feed it through. That string is a little jagged at the end. Then you're going to feed it through the left needle. It's tricky to do on my hand. Or at the same time, but oh, I did it. I got it through. Oh, no. And boom. Just like that. Put that back on that side. It's supposed to be in the back. Close the back with the other strings. And boom. Your machine is threaded. And that's really the gist of it. Then after that, you can close this part. Turn the machine back on. Put this back in between. This catches everything. Then I'm gonna set the tension to 4 on all of them. And from here on, once it's all threaded, you can really just play around with the machine to see if you can do it on your own. Don't mind what's already sewn onto this. I used this earlier to test it out myself. So that's just something that's about to get cut off and done all over again. So once you have it, you place down your tester piece of fabric. Make sure that the pressure foot is down. The pressure foot is this part right here, and you put it up and down using this lever. And then put it down. That's what that's for. This right here is to make this part come in and out. Like, as you can see, when you move this part, that moves with it. And that's what that's for. I'll leave it on 7. This right here controls the feet. The feet are what's underneath this that feeds through the fabric. You change that when you're using different types of fabric, like stretch fabric and stuff. That's what that comes in handy. And this is the stitch width. This controls that. That basically makes it either smaller or wider. When it comes to this, it either makes it smaller or wider. So yeah. Ooh, it's really hard to control the fabric and record at the same time, but I'm doing it. Okay. Nothing is nodding. Another way to know whether or not you threaded your machine, oh my god. Stupid. Another way to know if you threaded your machine right is whether or not you can do this chain right here. If the chain doesn't come out while you're sewing and it just starts to get stuck underneath, that's how you know you did it wrong. But yeah, this is the gist of it. Came out good. Look at the other side. Nice and neat. So yeah, we did it good.